Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, world, and we're back better than ever. Day behind, but hey, that's fine. Welcome to episode 34 of Ball Don't Lie. I'm your host, Jared, with my lovely, balding counter-host, Starkey.
Rude.
Well, so was the text you sent me this morning.
Touche.
Exactly. Shots are fired. Listen, shots will be fired, okay? For those who don't know and aren't watching us on YouTube, you can find us at Ball Don't Lie on YouTube. Please watch us, like, subscribe. Yeah, need a little extra money here and there. But if you watch it, I am wearing a 34 jersey tonight, and it's not a Shaq jersey. For y'all who don't know, he's the 7th all-time leading rusher in college football. He also holds the record for most 100-yard games in college football history with 34, Mr. D'Angelo Williams, local legend.
Yep. One time for the Memphis Tiger.
He ended his college career with 6,026 yards, 55 touchdowns. I'm sorry. Do you know what his yards per carry were? 6.2.
Wow.
Yeah. That was like when they stacked the box on him. He ended his NFL career. He was actually a long time. He was an 8-year Panther. 2 years with the Steelers. 2015 was actually very productive. Had 900 yards, 11 touchdowns. He ended his career with 8,096 yards and 61 touchdowns, 2,100 receiving yards, 9 touchdowns. He was a one-time Pro Bowler. He also was a 2008 second team All-Pro, and he also was the 2-time NFL rushing touchdown leader for the year in 2008 and 15 with 18 touchdowns and 15 and 11 touchdowns respectively. Mr.
Wow.
D'Angelo Williams. Also, fun fact before we get into the show, did you know he is the reason why they had Breast Cancer Awareness Month?
No, I did not know that.
So his mother, along with his aunts, all had breast cancer. Plagued his whole family.
I did know that, yes.
So he was the reason why pink was a big thing during October. We did when I grew up playing football, from junior high to high school and college, all that. Pink was the big thing in October. Now they do now it's all Cancer Awareness Month. But he was the reason why. And then he had that horrible breakup with the Panthers. And the next year they went on to play in the Super Bowl after he got released.
Yeah.
Remember that terrible. He said he wanted to play for less money. And the Panthers said, nah, we don't want you anymore.
That makes sense.
But we have a good show. We actually have a lot of breaking news today.
Yes, we do.
Starkey, this is actually a breaking news that happened 2 hours ago.
Okay.
I don't think you know.
I probably don't.
We just have confirmed that Hugh Jackman will be reprising his role as a Wolverine in Deadpool 3 in 2024.
Okay. Yeah, I have not watched the video yet, but
I haven't either.
A mutual friend of ours actually sent me the link and everything like that. So,
but if you look at the logo, it has Wolverine claws through it. So it means to tell me he's going to have a predominant role in it. And it will be a Disney version. So it will be Disney's first truly rated R movie.
Yes. You cannot have Deadpool other than rated R. I'm sorry.
Which I will be shocked to see if Disney will allow Ryan Reynolds to say the F word as many times as he wants.
I think they will. I think they will.
We shall see.
But I think it'll happen.
The only reason why he did it, because the only reason he didn't do the movie earlier, is because he wanted to make sure everybody would allow him to say and do whatever he wanted to.
That doesn't shock me.
We do have some shocking news today. Penny and Paul Rudd, David Rudd, I'm sorry, president of Memphis.
All the marbles.
Well, when you hear Rudd, only 2 Rudds come to mind. Ricky Rudd, the NASCAR driver.
Yep.
And Paul Rudd.
Absolutely, 100%.
Granted, the second one probably comes 1,000 times before the Ricky Rudd, but Memphis.
Yeah, welcome to the South.
At 10 o'clock today, got announced Memphis's punishment. Me and you both thought, okay, death penalty, Many years of lost scholarships, no TV, etc., etc. Well, we won. I mean, we still got in trouble, but compared to what it could have been, we won.
It wasn't even a slap on the wrist.
Well, I remember one was like it was a $5,000 fine, right?
So it was Memphis has to pay a $5,000 fine. Yes.
Great. So wait. Wow, it's on my head real fast. It got announced at 10 o'clock. I guarantee you at 10:01 the check was already sent over.
100%.
Stamped and sealed was going to the NCAA office. Okay, what I've been thinking about that all day.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that past over. They'll make that back in one game this season.
We'll see if people show up, but
or at least over the course of the season, they'll get that back multiple times over. So it was a $5,000 fine plus 0.25% of the last 3 basketball years' budgets. So I don't know what that figure is, but the main one there is $5,000 fine. There is a 3-year probation, and there's one other thing.
Was it like loss of scholarships or?
No, there was no loss
probation.
Yeah, 3-year probation, a $5,000 fine, and 2 vacated wins.
I'm fine with that. Compared to what it could have been, I mean, you got to think it should have been the death penalty or something similar. It should have been like a 2 or 3 year postseason ban.
I was thinking, at the very minimum, a suspension for Penny, multiple scholarship losses, recruiting losses, all that stuff. At first, whenever this was going on, I was thinking, I thought the hand was going to come down. I thought it was going to be a multiple postseason ban, all that stuff. They said over the last 6 to 9 months, the longer this is stretched on, especially with the about to be defunct IARP, they are big on not punishing kids who are current student athletes. Good for them.
Get the bag. Thank God.
So whenever they announced that, the postseason ban all but went off the table. But yeah, so there's no postseason ban, no suspension at all for Coach Penny, which don't know how that happened. But hey, again, props to the IRP. No scholarship reductions. Basically, it's less than a slap on the wrist. And
honestly, it's kind of like a pinch.
Yeah.
And I'll take it.
Oh, 100%.
Compared to what granted, we're going to have a terrible season. But,
The worst thing that came out of this today is they said as part of the punishment, penalties, everything like that, the first year of the probation and the third year of the probation, a member of the staff has to go to Indianapolis and sit through training courses on recruiting and its rules and what you can do, what you can't do, stuff like that. So one person, I'm sure whoever
the GA more than likely, and let's go.
I think what I was going to say was whenever they decide who's going to go up there, I imagine it's probably going to look a lot like the scene in Parks and Recreation, where they all put their one name in, but they also put a whole lot of other names of the one person they don't like.
For all we know, Penny may just say, "Screw it, I'm going."
That would be fun.
Just to stick it to the NCAA. But let's move on to our next subject. Media days are opening up for every NBA team.
Yes.
So it doesn't
It's
feel like
backyard.
this, but Devin Booker tweeted out this morning, happy 8th season. Happy 8th year. I'm going to tie this into the Tigers here in a second. Did you know that Devin Booker is 26 days younger than DeAndre Williams?
That doesn't shock me at all.
Both will be 27 in October.
I was gonna say when you're 45 years old still trying to play college basketball, nothing much shocks me.
I mean, I'll be 29 in October, but I just find it funny that like Devin Booker, 8 years in the league, DeAndre Williams, I still don't know how this man has been in college for 8 years. I don't know. Looking at his Wikipedia, he did a post grad season at Nationwide Academy. And then he he was ruled ineligible in 2018. 18-19, he was ruled ineligible. And then he played 1 year for Evansville. Then he transferred to Memphis for the COVID year. And then he had last year, and then he gets an additional year. That guy's going to be 27. He's almost 10 years older than everybody he's going to be playing against.
Yeah.
He's 9 years older than everybody he's playing against.
The average age of the Tigers is younger than the average age of the Grizzlies.
Is younger or older?
I mean, they're older. The average age of the Tigers is older than the average age of the Grizzlies.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I expect that. We're like the third youngest team in the league, but we're one of the best. But I just want to bag on him. DeAndre, I'm glad you came back. You're going to help us push for hopefully another NCAA tournament run. I don't know how this team. I was really praying the NCAA this morning would have said, "Hey, Lomax, you're suspended for the year." But we didn't get that. We're going to do a bracketology one down the road. Of course, they're already coming out. They've been coming out for the past 2 months. I just haven't talked about it on the show. But listening to Media Day on both stuff, ESPN had their own. ESPN came to town. That has never happened. ESPN itself has not come down here for it. MTV has come down for it. We're legit, baby. We're prime time.
Oh yeah. The media is finally respecting Memphis.
So you hear everybody talking. There have been a lot of speculations of Jaren. Jaren tweeted out over the weekend, "See you soon."
Yeah.
But the same thing has been, we're not rushing him. We're taking our time. And you get the corporate answer of, we're in it for the long run.
Yeah.
Bet. I think it's all fake. I think Jaren will be playing in probably week 2 of the NBA season.
I could see it, but if that happens, I'm going to be nervous. I'm not going to lie.
You need him. We have no stretch 4.
No. They're saying right now Santi is the favorite to start at the 4.
I've been reading it's a lot of Larivia's job to lose.
Really?
Larivia's impressing. I've also been reading stuff what they may do. It's going to hurt their bench unit to start it. Because granted, I'm so glad. Thank the good Lord above me. And if any of our fans want to buy me a jersey, I'm still waiting on them to release the new jerseys for the upcoming year.
Mm-hmm.
I, of course, would love either a Jaren or a Ja New Jersey. If they don't, I would love a Desmond Bain jersey.
Yeah.
Or also a Jake LaRivia jersey. I'm already the only person with a John Conchar jersey. I already got that in the bag.
I figured you would want a BC jersey.
I do. But I don't know, man. Larivia's got swag. But I wouldn't mind a BC jersey, too. I want a powder blue. I want the Grizzly Bear blue one. I don't own one. The only light blue jersey I own is a Zebo one. So if anybody wants to give me one, I would love it. And it's got to have the 6.
Yeah, those were sick. I noticed
In
that
honor
yesterday.
of Shelvin Mack. Kidding. I stole that from Chris Vernon. But I'm going to get into that in a second. But thank God they're not starting Brandon Clark at the 4. They've realized, we can't do that.
Yeah, no, they don't want him and
Steven
Adams
Adams.
Sports Together.
Okay, speaking of Steven Adams, did you read the Reddit thing I think I sent you?
I don't think so.
So apparently, someone may have come out, and it involves Steven Adams on Reddit. It's so if you follow Memphis it's a Grizzlies associate one. It's like it has nothing to do with the Grizzlies. I think I sent it to you. I think it was at mem.grizzlies. Here it is. Oh, they follow me. They follow me back on Instagram. Let's go. Let me see where it is. It is literally one of the funniest things I have. Someone literally comes out over. They said they have come out to Steven Adams. Where is it? Yes. Here it is. So someone posted on a Steven Adams. This was on September the 14th. Someone posted. Is Steven Adams gay? ? I'm just wondering, since I noticed he doesn't have a girlfriend, does anyone know if Steven Adams is attracted to men? He seems very masculine. He has rigorous, well-defined arms that can come in handy later. No doubt that applies to his body too. He'd definitely have the charm to pick up any guy he likes. I'm just curious if anyone knows. Someone responds back. First off, what? Second, no, he has a good girlfriend. But most importantly, what?
Most importantly, again, I say.
So
what?
a day. Wait. So the next day, the same guy that posted is Steven Adams gay came back on and said, "I'd like to apologize." Yesterday, I made a very abrupt post about a member of this team. After talking with my friends and some self-reflection and reading some articles online, I have realized that I'm gay. And yes, I might be sexually attracted to Steven Adams. I'm sorry if yesterday's post caused any distress to anyone who read it. Thank you, and thank you all for your feedback. Somebody comment on it coming out to a Grizzlies subreddit the day after making a racy post about Steven Adams. Steven Adams is the best guy in the world. Someone showed him
There's
that.
a lot going on with that subreddit.
I love it. That is the best thing I've ever read. Is Steven.
That's insane.
So Steven Adams literally helped someone figure out their life. Good for you, Steven. I didn't even know it. But back to I had to. I'm sorry. And for all that you want to read it, it's memphis.grizz. So Steven Adams commented on it like 3 laughing faces emojis.
No, he did.
Yes, and he's gonna give you like the best thing because like this is one of his response over the season. People asked him what he worked, and he's like, "Yeah, I worked on my abs. They're still not there. I'll get a 6-pack." I can't really do his Australian deep accent, but we also kind of got a little notice too over a BC extension.
Mm-hmm.
He hinted that he said, I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but he kind of hinted that it's in the works, and it made you feel like it'll be here before you know it.
Yeah.
We do have, I think we have until October the 28th to finalize all contract extensions before he becomes a restricted free agent.
Yeah.
Lock him up. So, that also would say that he's off the table for a trade bait. Because remember, another reason why people said that we were holding off on extending him was because we didn't want to give him more money because another team wouldn't want to pay that out.
Right.
So, hey. But Bane looks freaking great. Jaren looks even more joked. Granted, all he's man do all offseason is upper body. But I really do think he's going to be back before Christmas.
I hope so, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
I've been reading and doing some research. Nobody knows where to rank. The common thing is no one knows where to rank the Grizzlies.
I've heard anywhere from 3 to 4 to 6.
Because you returned 7 of your top 8 top net players.
Yes.
The one being gone is Milton.
Yeah.
You're making the playoffs, but if you have Jaren there to start for that full month of December just got a heck of a lot easier.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I've also been thinking too. It proved to work in the postseason. Let me read you this: Ja, Bane, Zaire, DB to the 4, Adams at the 5. So you play small ball. Hear me out though. You are going to run.
Yeah, that's going to be quick.
Hear me out though. DB held his own against a guy that had 80 pounds, like probably about 70 pounds. Cat. Granted, Cat's not a big post guy, but he still held his own. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I think it's going to be Larivia or it's going to be Santi. From what I've been reading, they said Larivia's shooting the lights out.
Well, good. He can't do much worse than he did in Summer League.
Hey, man. Shooters. Hey, he's a shooter. Shooter's going to shoot, baby. And of course, you got the big teddy bear, David Roddy and Kenny Lofton.
Yeah.
Lofton's got a hot minute before that.
Oh, you mean the man with his own nickname already?
What is his nickname?
He's just Junior.
He's Junior. Okay, I'm all here for it. Not the best. Apparently, Ja lost his set of grills, and he had to buy new ones.
Yeah, I did see that.
And he got told that he's getting fined for wearing them at media day, either by the NBA or the Grizzlies. He's getting fined by somebody. But you also got to hear Danny Green. And remember, we've been saying since we got him, he's trade bait. He's gone. We're going to buy him out, release him, something. I think we're going to keep him.
At least the start of the season, yeah.
Because
I think we'll revisit that come February.
Remember, we can't trade him till that cut line anyway. In what is it, January?
Think so. I thought we could already trade it.
No. You can't remember because they can't trade DeAndre Ayton either.
Yeah,
the Suns can't trade until like January or February.
Okay.
But looking at the roster, you have Adams has been in the league, and you got Danny Green. Those are your two veterans.
Yeah.
You have two. Here's the thing: you got Jay Crowder wants to come. He wants out of Phoenix. They don't want him. Memphis, make an offer. We got some assets. He can fill that void. And here's the thing: when he'll get DB in line.
Yeah.
That crap with DB doing that stuff that he did last year in the playoffs. Crowder's not having that crap.
No.
Get boss. What is it? Boss man. Get boss man 99 back in Memphis.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I've been hearing that Jay wants to start.
Well,
that's why he's holding out for Phoenix.
Depending on when Jaren comes back, he could slide him down to 4.
Yeah.
He's 6'0". Well, he'd be a small ball. He'd be like a what is his name? The guy from Miami for all he does is shoot corner threes.
Oh,
I can't think. He's got the massive shoe collection. I can't think of his name. PJ Tucker. Yes.
Yeah.
PJ Tucker. He's 6'6", 235.
Yeah.
We'll see. We have our first game, preseason game on October the 1st. I will definitely be watching against the Bucks to see what goes on. We still got to make some roster moves.
Yeah, I believe we're still one player over the maximum. So something's got to give between now and Friday.
I can already tell you who's the first player cut. What is one returning player we have barely said anything about?
Oh, Tillman?
Tilly.
Oh, Tilly. See, I forget he exists.
Exactly. Tilly's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll keep X. They won't. He was pivotal in a playoff. They'll use him as trade bait down the road. But let's jump into the show. Let's jump in now to the heated part of the show. Oh, by
Yep,
the
let's
way,
do
they
it.
asked John Morant on Chris Vernon show, who's somebody you want to dunk on this year? You know what his response was? And I quote, exact quotage, EVERYBODY, everybody. If that doesn't
I
make you
love
hype
it.
for this year, I don't know what will. Let's jump into this college football.
Yeah, let's do it.
First off, let's I'm gonna throw some shade at my alma mater. What the crap are those helmets they just revealed? Those are the ugliest things. Listen,
No,
don't listen. Do not justify it. Do not justify it, sir. You stop it. Stop it. When did Ole Miss go from a preppy school to a country school?
we're trying to embrace,
Sponsored by Real
we're
Tree.
trying to-
Yuck. Forget Vineyard Vines. We got Real Tree. Stop it. Stop it. Don't you dare say, folks, for y'all who haven't seen it, it's camo and white. Camo and powder blue camouflage.
yeah, it's white and powder blue camo.
It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. I hope freaking Kentucky beats y'all by 90. Cats by 90. I hate Kentucky. Let's go, Wildcats. Stop it. Don't you dare say those helmets are beautiful. Stop it. But you know what? Let's jump into it real fast. Y'all got a little scared this weekend.
Yeah.
I thought y'all, you know, the spread on that was 20.5 points.
Yeah, I know.
So you were scared.
Yeah, I was definitely scared.
Here's the thing. I've said it last week. It's hard to just imagine a Lane Kiffin team that cannot throw the ball.
I know. We officially do have an official starter, but he's still just super young. He's shown flashes for sure, but he just has to continue to grow. For y'all that missed it, after the last game, Lane Kiffin did officially announce that Jackson Dart is the starter moving forward. So he said, I talked to Luke and his family. We have a plan. Don't know what that is. But Luke Altmaier is the backup quarterback. So the Dart era has officially started in Oxford. And can I just say one thing? Here's my little rant before you get on to Arkansas. If I have to hear one more announcer or analyst, whenever Jackson Dart makes a great throw, say that was a dart from Dart, I'm going to ram my head through the closest wall that I'm by.
I'll be texting him out this weekend to you. You shouldn't have said that, sir. But no, granted, y'all have
all 4 punts, but that's
granted, y'all have one of the best running attacks. But dude, it's so bad. Hey, y'all can't throw. Your offensive line can't pass block. And honestly, as a former former lineman, pass blocking is way easier than run blocking.
Yeah,
and y'all can't pass block. Dart can't hit an open receiver, save his life. Y'all have a tough remaining schedule. Here's the thing. No one knows how good this Ole Miss team is. And somehow y'all are favored by 6.5. I don't know how.
I don't know either. See, we were talking before we started recording tonight. I think that line has shrunk because I'm pretty sure it opened at 10.
No, opened up at 6.5.
What?
Per FanDuel, it was 5.5, and it jumped up to 6.5.
Oh, see, for some reason, somewhere I was thinking 10, but I don't know where that was.
We're going to hammer Kentucky money line.
All because of one link. That's just mean.
All because of the helmets. We're taking Cats by 90. But Georgia, actually, do you know Georgia gave up their season high in points?
Yes.
In one game?
The Kent State, whatever they're called.
The Golden Flashes.
Yeah, whatever that is.
So in the first half, they gave up 13 points. The entire year and through 3 games, they hadn't given up they gave up a combined 10 points.
Yeah.
Golden Flashes, baby. But Stetson Bennett, how about him?
Oh, the mailman can do no wrong.
He keeps showing people time and time again, hey, granted, he's going to be a college quarterback, and he'll be a great OC one day down the road. But
Yeah.
he's showing I'm more than a game manager.
Yeah, 100%.
I said it last week. He's doing it again. He's thriving. And we had, let's jump, before we get into the Arkansas one, we had the.
Sorry, real quick. He won't win it, but he'll be in New York.
Well, actually, right now, I was checking it right now. Went through some Heisman odds real fast. Right now, CJ Stroud is plus 150. Or, I'm sorry, 160. Bryce Young is plus 450. Caleb Williams, my guy to start the season, plus 500. Hendon Hooker, plus 1,600. And Stinson Bennett, plus 1,600. Before we get into that, I got two games I want to get to before Arkansas. Tennessee, Florida.
That game came down to the wire.
Now, that was Tennessee was a 10.5-point favorite in that. Hey, shout out to Anthony Richardson for finally throwing his first career touchdown pass. Or in a touchdown pass this season, sorry. Shout out. Had a costly interception at the end, but that one really didn't matter. It was it was interception in the game. But showed a little bit of pizzazz. Still he barely threw for 50%. Tennessee is going to be good. I can't wait for that Georgia-Tennessee game now.
Yeah, for sure. Can we just talk about the onside kick?
Go ahead.
The one-handed grab on the onside kick. How cool was that?
I've seen cool. Actually, no, it was pretty cool. I loved it. So we actually have a game coming up in 3 weeks. Alabama versus Tennessee.
That'll be a good game.
Could we have an upset? It's at Tennessee.
If it was going to happen, this would be the year. I'm not sure it will, but.
And then you got Tennessee, Georgia, November the 5th. That's a good game, too. Tennessee's going to be the one team that can dethrone Georgia in the East. Can. Will they? No, but they'll give them their best shot.
The winner of that game will win the East.
No, the winner is going to be Georgia.
Yeah, but
I'm not even confident Bama's going to win the SEC or win the SEC in this year. I think it's going to be Georgia.
I think it'll be Georgia too.
But actually, I feel like Saban will get him. But right now, it shows Georgia. It's not an SEC game, but I want to talk about it. Clemson, Wake Forest.
Yep.
DJ and my quote that I'm trying to get trademark actually. DJ Ugravelea, like he's ugly like his last name. He sucks.
He is trash. Yes.
It doesn't make. He was
not pro to save his life.
He was a top quarterback coming out of high school.
If not the top.
At St. John Bosco. Literally, this guy was one of the best quarterbacks. He was supposed to be the next coming of Trevor Lawrence, Taj Boyd, and Deshaun Watson. So coming out of high school, he was 6'4", 234, 10 ranked overall, top quarterback overall, 206 all-time player. He's terrible.
Yeah, he's not good.
So I could have better odds. So right now at Tennessee and at Clemson for the year, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns to 1 touchdown. But here's the thing: it's so bad watching him.
Yeah.
Granted, his team is undefeated, but look who he's played. Georgia Tech, they struggled. Foreman, he struggled. Louisiana Tech, he struggled against, and they should have lost on Saturday to Wake Forest.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Cade Klubnik will be the starting quarterback there very, very soon.
Yep, I agree.
Also, just want you to know, Sam Hartman, who missed some games, already has 962 yards, 13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Sam Hartman missed week 1. I'm going out on a limb right now. In 3 games, he's averaging over 300 yards a game. I'm going on a limb right now. This weekend, they play Florida State. They are 6.5-point favorites. Lock it in. Wake Forest wins this weekend straight money line.
Okay.
That's one of my hot takes for the weekend. Wake Forest is great. Their offense is so freaking good. Defense stopped what really should be a great Clemson offense. It wasn't for quarterback, but you play a Florida State team who should have lost week 1 to LSU if it wasn't for 20 missed kicks, and they should have lost to a crappy Louisville team. Wake Forest money line. We're taking it. Lock it in. Let's go, baby. Make some money this weekend, folks. Do you? If only we had a partnership with FanDuel. But we're going to say it anyway. Use BDL25 for your first free risk-free bet. If I get in trouble, I get in trouble? Question mark. I'm kidding, folks. We don't have FanDuel yet. We're trying. We couldn't even get freaking Wing Guru. Screw you, Billy Richmond. I'm pissed at you.
I was disappointed in that one.
You wouldn't want to come.
I've not heard back from any potential sponsors I've reached out to.
Well, we got Mitchell James of Porch to Patio Home Inspections for all your home inspecting needs. Once again, folks, I'm still not allowed to give out more than a 50% discount if you use them. So, sorry, I'm still not allowed to go over 15. So it's 15 if you use code BDL when you message them on Facebook or give them a phone call. The next one, let's jump to it, is Arkansas to A&M. That was just sad. We were up 14-0 in the first quarter. I looked at myself and I'm like, this game's over. We want Bama. I was getting hyped, sitting in my chair, just watching. I was like, man, I think we're really going to win this outright. And then you have two guys rush through the C gap. Guy runs off a 65-yard run. I'm like, okay, they got a touchdown. That's fine. That's fine. KJ marches us downfield.
Yep.
KJ jumps from the 3-yard line and fumbles. Why? I don't know. It was only first down. I love the aggressiveness, but you fumbled and then they picked it up and ran it back for a touchdown.
Yep.
Granted, the guy lateraled it too, and Rocket Sanders had him pinned, but I'm like, how? That was a 13, but they missed extra points, so it went from being a tie game to a 14. It was a 13-point swing.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do crap until the second half, and then you see us. We're driving. We're looking beautiful, baby. First and second and 5 on the about the 20-yard line. Our all SEC center, low snap, lost 10 yards. What does Kendall Browse do? We do a quick QB draw. Try to catch them on their toes. And we get nothing. And then, unfortunately, I'm not blaming Cam Little for it, but we missed the field goal. And that's when you sent me that stupid Titanic.
I'll say it again. Okay, before I get into that, I've never seen what happened. For those of y'all that don't know what we're talking about here.
No, we're not talking about it.
How? Okay. How does the ball land here? Not here. Not off the upright, on top of the goalpost. How does that happen?
I don't know.
But I will say this, and last thing I'm going to say about it. The Oink Doink is one of the best names I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, well, it is pretty catchy, but here's the thing. We should never have gotten that situation. We had tons of missed tackles. And here's the thing. Even when we were winning, all the announcers kept... I hate McElroy calling stuff. I hate him.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either.
All they kept talking about was how great A&M is. A&M this, A&M that. Never once they talk about old Arkansas, really. We missed it, but here's the thing. We never should have gotten that spot. We missed so many tackles.
Right. Yeah,
and then you had Max Johnson literally threw up a touchdown in the third quarter. And you're like, we had him sacked. He just threw it up, and the guy somehow was there, and the ball was there. I'm like, oh, my God. There was like 3 times Mac just threw it up after getting pressured, and somehow his guy caught it. You're like,
Yeah.
missed tackles. He had the fumble, and Kendall Briles. I don't understand his play calling. When we're running the ball down their throats, I don't get why we do side to side trickery stuff. We tried 2 wide reverse passes. Neither one of them worked. We fumbled one of them, and Malik Hornsby, who's our backup quarterback, who's the fastest guy on the team, got 3 yards. But I don't understand why we're trying to do halfback passes or wide receiver passes twice in a game. Stupid is what it is. But we got Bama. It's going to be a tough rebound this week.
Yeah.
It's a super tough. Right now, before the game, Bama was a 14.5-point favorite. Now it's jumped up to 17. I'm nervous. I just want it to be competitive. That's all I want. If we win, I'll be so happy. We haven't beaten Bama since 2006.
Oh, wow.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
At home. The last time we beat Bama in general was, let me see. It's been a hot minute. I think it was at the beginning of the Saban era, too. The last time we beat Bama was 2006.
Is that the
double
beginning
overtime.
of Saban or is that pre-Saban?
That was the beginning of Saban.
Okay.
Yeah, no. It was pre-Saban.
I thought so. I thought Saban
He was at Miami. Yeah, he was at Miami at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, tough weekend. I think we can bounce back. We have the talent. If everyone keeps saying all offseason, Arkansas is the one team on their schedule that can upset them. If we're in it and lose on a heartbreaker, I'm fine with that. We're competitive. Take me back 4 years ago with Chad Morris. We're never in the game.
Yeah. Oh, I've been there. I remember the Ole Miss Bama 66-3 game. That was just ugly.
But we do have some good games for this weekend, Dalton.
Yes, we do.
We got Bama, Arkansas, Kentucky, Ole Miss. We got A&M State. And somehow A&M State is a top A&M State. You know who's favored? A&M is not favored.
Yeah.
Stated. 3.5.
I'm going to go out on a limb. This is probably going to be my hot take. I'm calling the upset. I think State beats A&M and Starkey this weekend.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't the upset be, since they're favored, would A&M be the upset? Or wouldn't State? So State's technically the favorite per Vegas. So wouldn't that be a regular win then?
See, I'm still going by ranked versus unranked, not necessarily who's favored.
I'll give you that.
Let's see, because right now, even though State is you said 3.5?
3.5. State's not ranked. They should be, but they're not.
Yeah, State is unranked. They should be one of those who are getting votes, though. I'm trying to pull up the.
Hey, can I just say, Kansas is 4-0.
Oh, rank the Jayhawks, Rock Chalk.
Kansas is 4-0 for the first time since Aaron Mangino was coach. Fat Lord Eric Mangino. With
it is time. Rank the Jayhawks.
And we also got some other games. We got actually, I think the game of the day to me is Baylor and OK State.
Okay.
That's the game of the day to me. I think Baylor wins.
Yeah, I've got the Bears.
Kansas actually is an underdog this weekend at -3.5 against Iowa State.
That should actually be a more competitive game than people think it will be.
So remember their over under for the year was 3. It was 2.5. Right now, it's going to be tough, but they have a chance. They're 2 wins away from a bowl game.
Yeah. If they win on Saturday,
Kansas is 2 wins away from a bowl game.
Yeah.
If
they beat Iowa State on Saturday, they will have doubled the projected win total.
The last time Kansas was at a bowl game, let me see. That's how long it's been. Where was it? Let me see. Sorry.
Does the internet hold records back that far?
Well, remember not too long ago, they went to a back when Todd Reesing was there, if you don't remember who that is. Oh, here it is. I read right. Their last bowl game was in 2008.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. It's Mark Mangino. I was thinking Eric, the old Jets coach. Mark Mangino. So, actually, if you want to know something, when Kansas makes a bowl game, they've won their past 3. The Fort Worth Bowl, the Orange Bowl, and the Insight Bowl, which no longer exist. Just throwing it out there, sir. Kansas is on a 3-game bowl winning streak. So if they make it, we're taking Kansas. But if they make it, they still got to play Iowa State, TCU, Oklahoma, Baylor, Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, Texas, and K-State.
2 wins will be hard to come by, but I think they'll get close.
And if they can win this weekend, all I got to do was win 1 game.
Yeah.
We also had another upset this weekend. Oklahoma basically got obliterated by K-State.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. K-State somehow has won the past 3 games against Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Speaking of Oklahoma, I know before we get to the NFL, we're losing one of the best rivalries in 2025.
Yes, we are.
R.I.P. Bedlam.
Yep.
I'm sad. That's stupid. You can't lose Bedlam. That's one of the best rivalry games. It's underrated.
Yeah, because regardless of how either team's doing, it's always unpredictable.
Keep it going, please. Don't. So we have, before we get in the NFL, just recap. A lot of big games this weekend. Starkey, let's go through it real fast. Non-biased. Look at me.
Okay.
Non-biased. Memphis Temple.
Memphis.
How about Memphis on a rant? But we're not going to get into that. Okay. Memphis Temple. Navy Air Force.
Air Force.
Correct. Good choice. Oregon State.
They have the top rushing offense in the country.
Oregon State, Utah.
Utah.
Okay, good. I'm taking Utah too. NIU, Northern Illinois, Ball State. NIU, go Huskies.
Yep.
Alabama, Arkansas.
You said non-biased?
Non-biased.
Bama.
You're going Bama too. Going Bama too. Be closer.
Yeah.
This is one. The over on this game is 42.5 points. I don't think it gets there. Michigan, Iowa. Michigan. Does not hit the over. Non-biased. Kentucky, Ole Miss. Cats by 90. I'm taking Kentucky.
I hate it, but I'm going to go Kentucky.
Here's the thing. Ooh, Starkey went the under. Here's the thing, though. Ole Miss fans won't show up. They'll be getting their mimosas on in the morning or recovering from their all-night stuff, so will not be a pack. It's going to say sold out, but nobody will be there at kickoff. I will tell you that right now.
Our fan base, when it comes to traveling, is the worst.
It's in Oxford.
I know. Well, I'm traveling to the game.
Oh, yeah, terrible. I
went to the game. We're the worst. We know what the student section is, but...
Here's a game a lot of people aren't talking about. It could be a really good game. Right now, it's a 14.5 point move. Minnesota, Purdue.
Ooh.
I'm taking Minnesota.
I'm going Minnesota. Row the boat.
Their run game is too good, and they can keep Purdue off the field. We'll do a few more real fast. OK State, Baylor. I'm taking Baylor.
Baylor.
Wake Forest at FSU. Sorry, Mike. I love you. We're taking Wake. Sam Hartman all day.
I think Coach pulls another miracle out of his pocket.
Stop it. Get out of here with that nonsense. Stop it. And then for College Game Day, unfortunately, it's Clemson again. Woo! They've had if them and Bama have it every freaking twice a year. Pisses me off.
Yeah.
Bama, NC State, or Clemson, NC State.
Just for that, let's go Wolfpack.
I'm going Wolfpack. They got the quarterback, Devin Leary, I believe is his name.
Yeah.
Am I right?
So.
I think I am right. Am I right? It is Devin Leary. Devin Leary for the year. 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. They can run. They're a throwing team. I'm telling you, their defense is solid. I think we have an upset here. Go Wolfpack. Let's jump into the NFL to wrap up the show. Okay.
Hang on just a second before we get into that. I was going to look at something real quick.
You're fine. Take your time, baby.
So,
would you consider me? Go ahead.
So going back to the A&M State.
I didn't ask you about that. Who are you taking in that?
Oh yeah, so I'm going State.
I'm going State too. Screw the Aggies.
As of right now, although it would technically be an upset, ranking wise, ESPN gives Mississippi State a 68.7% chance of beating A&M.
68.8?
68.7.
So round up to 69, and then Kevin from the office, we're taking it, we're riding it, State, 69% favorites. Let's ride, baby. Bulldog Nation, let's ride. I love it. Oh, also, real fast, how bad did you feel for the Missouri running back on Saturday?
Oh, my heart wept for him.
Reached across, tried to win. Here's the thing, busted the run. Dude, just like KJ's thing, you would have had a first – you would have had a chance to score. Come on, man. He was switching from the left to the right. I get it. Unfortunately,
Brian Carson owes that man a steak dinner for the rest of his life.
20 steak dinner. That guy's. Brian needs to go back to Boise.
Yes, agreed.
He just does things different, and people in Auburn don't like that. That's why he's not clicking there. He's a proven winner. He was winning at Boise State against Power 5 schools, and he's still getting somewhat decent. He's like Dan Mullen. He beats to his own drum, and you got to do it his way.
Yeah.
That's why he's not working. We actually had a pretty good NFL weekend. Would you agree?
I would say so, yes.
Let me just say, these big games, like the Thursday night games, the Sunday and Monday night games, they sucked. Browns, Steelers sucked. Sucked. I fell asleep on my couch watching it. Saints got to get
that Manning Cats is still the best part of Monday Night Football.
Oh, yeah. I watched that last night. Chad Powers, baby. Think fast, run fast.
Think fast, run fast.
We had some good games. After the Browns Steelers game, you had the Panthers finally got on the board. Jameis just sucks.
Yes, he does.
They are a quarterback away from having a very good team. Quarterback away. You had the Texans Bears. I did not watch that, but the Bears are now 2-1. They're 4 wins away from their over/under for the year. They still don't have a passing game, but David Montgomery, I have him in like 2 or 3 leagues. Got hurt, and then his backup ran for a career high, like 150 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. I have Khalil Herbert on one of my fantasy teams, and he was on my bench.
Well, how are you going to know David Montgomery would got hurt? He didn't.
I know. You're right.
You're good there.
The one weekend, I had Khalil Herbert and Devontae Smith on the bench. They both go off. But I'm not mad.
So, you had 2 shocking games here. Colts, Chiefs, and Dolphins, Bills. The Bills and the Chiefs lost. Which one do you consider a bigger upset? The Chiefs losing the Colts, or the Dolphins beating the Bills?
We got to go Colts over the Chiefs.
Yes, I really thought I don't know how that happened. They're missing Darius Leonard. Chiefs are fully healthy. Dude, they're going to take their anger out on everybody this year. Patty Mahomes. But we're going to get the AFC South before we end the show. Unfortunately, the Lions pulled another Lions. Sorry, Mitch. Lions figured out a way how to lose again.
Yeah.
And
although they steadily made me eat crow. They look good. They just lose. They lose, but they look good doing it. I don't know how that happens.
They have their team. If they can get a consistent quarterback in there, I promise you, they will be very good.
Yeah.
The NFC North is theirs to lose going forward. Their defense is proven they're young, they're good, they're drafting well, they're developing their guys. Give Hutchinson one more year 2. Oh my gosh. Swift, if he can stay healthy, Amon St. Brown, get another wide receiver and a quarterback there. Just saying, Lamar Jackson's a free agent this offseason. All he wants is $250 guaranteed.
Could you imagine Lamar in that offense?
He would look great in Lions blue. And then, speaking of Lamar, let's jump to him next. You know how we talked last week about people betting on themselves, like Dennis Schroeder did, and it coming back to bite them in the butt? Mm-hmm. Lamar can get a $300 deal the way he's playing right now.
Yeah. He is either, I heard earlier this week, he's either first or second right now in MVP.
He's first. I don't know who else you would put over him. Right now, he's completing 64% of his throws, which he only has Mark Andrews as a solidified NFL receiver. He's a tight end. He's thrown 10 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, and he's got 243 rushing yards.
That's insane.
He's averaging 9 yards a carry when he tucks it and runs.
Yeah.
And he still doesn't have J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins just came back.
Yeah.
Lamar, you are a god. How did you fall to 32?
No idea.
The Bengals finally got on track. You have a tough game this week. This will literally prove that the Bengals have figured out their beginning woes. They looked good. They played good. I got who was we didn't get to it, but did you see the Dolphins punter punt the ball off his own guy's butt?
The butt punt, yeah, of course.
The butt punt. Mark Sanchez was so happy.
Oh, I know. You got to feel for Sanchez on that one.
Who was the guy that ran in the back of the end zone? Who was that? Because Dana Orlowski was tweeting about it.
I don't remember. I'll have to go back and find it.
Look it up. Look it up now. Come back to me. But I'm telling you, Joe Burrow looked very good on Saturday. Granted, it was the Jets. He completed 23 of 36, 275 and 3 touchdowns. Here's the thing. They're throwing it so much, they're not getting my boy Mixon involved. It's pissing me off. Mixon carried them week 1. I had him and Saquon week 1. We combined for 60 points. This week, they're wearing the whole whiteout. We finally get our first look at the NFL Color Rush helmets on a Thursday night. I'm excited. And probably the most shocking. Okay, so answer me this. We'll get into these 2 games next. What's more shocking? The Raiders are 0-3, or the fact that the Jaguars are in first place?
I'm going to say the fact that the Raiders are 0-3.
The Jaguars are 2-1.
Yes. The Jaguars
the
Jags are making the playoffs.
They're the AFC South champions. Can we crown them?
100%.
Granted, Indy still has time. Tennessee's out. They're not in the running.
Yeah. No.
That's why you don't trade A.J. Brown. Just imagine him and Treylon Burks together.
That would have been insane.
That would have been a deadly 1-2 combo. Treylon Burks is still leading all rookie receivers in receiving yards.
Is he really?
Or he was. He was the week. I think he fell after last week because he only got one ball thrown his way the entire game.
Gotcha.
But hey, King Henry looks dominant like he always has. Rams got back on track. How about what is going? Okay, here's three things, and we're gonna wrap up the show. What is going on with Tom Brady? Like he looks like garbage. You think he's regretting coming back?
I think so. Are you talking about he looks garbage on the field or off the field?
On the field, he never off the field. That man looks beautiful. Team Uggs, baby.
Off the field, he looks like handsome Squidward.
I'll take that. He is very handsome off the field, but on the field, he
field,
doesn't have anyone to throw it to. What's the over under Gronk comes out of retirement?
I don't think it happens.
Tom's probably texting him because they need all the help they can get. With Godwin still recovering from ACL, now having hamstring issues, and now you don't have AB, and now you got Mike Evans coming back off suspension. You're not getting your running game going.
Well,
your defense is still playing lights out. It's just you can tell Tom's struggling a little to get the ball deep. Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, because they just signed. They
Cole
have
Beasley.
Cam Brady at tight end. They just signed Cole Beasley, who, if he is their kicker punt returner, they're in trouble.
No, he's not. They got Scotty Miller, the guy from Bowling Green. But I think you add him in the mix. That's another veteran guy. That's somebody who gets touches. And Tom Brady needs a solid slot guy. They got Russell Gage, who finally got on the scoreboard. They got the pieces. It's just you got to get everybody gelled together again. And Mike Evans, I love it how he backed his quarterback up. Man, your team doesn't already have any wide receiver depth, like legit ones.
Yeah.
Stay in the game. Don't attack. And then the Broncos won again, but it was a struggle.
Oh, struggle wins for sure.
Did you know that both punters had more punting yards than offenses did?
Yeah. They combined for, was it, how many?
Corliss Waitman, who is the punter for the Broncos, had 10 punts for 476 yards. Mitch Wisnowski had 7 punts for 362 yards.
That's wild.
I think they're going to get it together in Denver. The division is theirs to lose. Here's the thing, because I'm going to ask you here in a second.
Okay.
You have Cortland Sutton, who, when you get him the ball, he's dominant. You got Jerry Jeudy. You have a solid running game. I don't know what the crap is good. If it's Russell or if it's just the fact Pete Carroll made him look like a god.
I think it's Hackett.
You think? But you got to think, man, he's used to letting the quarterback do whatever they want. You think he coached Aaron Rodgers? No.
But at the same time, I mean, like we said last week, Hackett's never, to my knowledge, had a quarterback with the skill set that Russ has.
True.
I still think Hackett is so used to coaching, if you can call it that, air quote, coaching Rodgers for so long that he doesn't know how to use a quarterback like Russ. You cannot coach Russ like you do Rodgers. That is a daylight and dark difference. So, I don't know, man. I think it's Hackett. I really do.
Well, you just gave Russ the bag to start the offseason. So, does the coach go in his first year, or do you try to move your veteran quarterback you just paid the bag for?
Nah. If one of them goes, it's going to be Hackett.
And then let's talk about Dallas.
Okay.
I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. Love them to death. I'm pissed we won.
Really?
Yes, dude. We're not winning. It's the Eagles are winning the division, and the streak continues of not having consecutive division championships. It's been going on since 2006.
Yeah.
We're not winning the division. It's the Eagles. We have too many gaps. Noah Brown has solidified as a wide receiver too, and I love it. But we finally get a running attack going. Granted, it's against the Giants. Tony Pollard finally had a career day. Looked amazing. Zeke was looking like a shell of himself. Michael Parsons, best defensive player of all times. God, why did he not go first in the draft? How did Micah look? Look at me. Let's before we end the show. Let me Micah. Let me look him up on YouTube or not YouTube. Micah Parsons. Here we go.
He fell to what,
2021
14?
draft. There were 12 players taken in front of him.
13.
Well, he was the 12th pick.
Okay, so there was 11 guys taken ahead.
11, yeah. Trevor Lawrence, okay. Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, don't really know. Kyle Pitts, no. Jamar Chase, you can make the argument. Waddle, argument still, you can make an argument. Maybe, no. Solid, though. Penei Sewell, solid, but still. J.C. Horn, no. The guy I wanted, Patrick Surtain, no. Devontae Smith, no. But finally had a great career game. And Justin Fields, no.
See, when you get into Micah Parsons at 12, hang on. Before I say that, there's one.
Don't forget, we traded back for him, though.
Yes.
We traded with the Eagles. Because I was so pissed that day. I was so mad that night. I really, 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 really wanted Patrick Surtain Jr. But you know what? I'm happy with this pick.
So let me try to compare this a little bit. Y'all traded back for Micah Parsons at 12. Don't know how he didn't go higher, right?
Mm-hmm.
To me, the equivalent. And I'm not saying they're the same player because they play different positions, but same side of the ball. That's the equivalent of Aaron Donald falling to 13.
Hey, he is better than Aaron Donald.
All right. Great show, ladies and gentlemen. I have to go teach Jared about the NFL.
There's no teaching, I already know it. But hey, we looked good. We struggled. Cooper Rush is now the third undrafted NFL free agent to go undefeated. Can you name who the other two are?
To go undefeated?
Yeah, undrafted quarterbacks to go 3-0 in their first three starts.
Was Kurt one of them?
No.
Was Romo one of them?
No. We lost. Week 1 with him. Taysom Hill.
Okay.
Devin Hodges.
Duck.
Former national duck call champion, Devin Hodges.
Yep.
So we looked good here, but here's the better thing, and I have him on a lot of teams. Saquon looks amazing. Football is fun when you have Saquon healthy and you have Christian McCaffrey healthy.
Yes.
You cannot add me. You cannot add me on that. Football is so much fun with him healthy.
The return of the running backs, y'all.
And it's just funny to see what Saquon is so good.
Oh yeah.
I can make the argument right now. If he's healthy, he's one of the best. He's literally a top 3 back in the NFL. You can make the argument it's him, Henry, or McCaffrey when all 3 are healthy.
Taylor.
Yeah. Taylor doesn't offer much in the pass. Oh, Taylor doesn't offer much in the passing, but neither does Henry. But Henry, when healthy, is so much better running the ball than Taylor. Taylor will get there one day, but dude, everyone knew Taylor was getting the ball, and you can't stop him when he's fully healthy.
Yeah.
Before we end the show, I meant to do it earlier. NBA rankings came out. Was not happy with some of them.
Okay. Detail.
We actually had 5 Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, 94. I'm happy with that. I'm ecstatic.
Yes.
DB, 77. I thought that was well earned just because of where he was. Because he didn't play any games last year for us. I mean, he did, but he was so injury riddled. I didn't know you don't know what he's going to do. Sorry, if you heard my sound, that was ESPN. Sorry. Thought I had it muted, but there's stupid ads. So DB 77, I'll take that. He barely played last year. However, one that pissed me off the most was Bane. Bain was 68.
Yeah, there's no way there's 67 players better than.
So let me go through two other guys. You had Jaron at 53. Jaron should be higher. Jaron's a top 50 player in the league. His defensive vulnerability, switchability, Jaron should be higher. They had DeAndre Ayton, Jared Allen, two big men ranked above him. And Sabonis. I would take Jaron all day long.
Yes.
You had Ja, and you had Zion. That pisses me off. Zion didn't even play last year, and he was ranked 40. And Ja made the top 10 at 8. I thought 8 for Ja was well justified.
Yeah.
So I want to go through 5 guys, and before we end the show, we're going to play Who Would You Rather Have, okay? Desmond Bain, Jalen Brunson.
Desmond
Bain, okay, good. Russell Westbrook, Desmond Bain.
Desmond. Anybody?
Okay. Russ came in at 65. RJ Barrett, Desmond Bain.
I think I still got to go Des.
Okay. RJ Barrett came in at 63. Jalen Green, Desmond Bain. Green came in at 62. You still got to go Bain. I mean, it's Bain.
Still got to go Bain. Yeah, that one's the one I had to think most about, but I think I would still have to go Bain.
The last two are Tyler Hero for the culture.
Okay.
Or Bain. It's Bain for me. Heroes.
Bain. Yeah.
And then the last one is Kyle Lowry or Bain.
Bain.
Bain should be a top 60 player. He averaged 25 points in a playoff series. None of those guys did.
Yeah.
Bain's going to use that. He's going to get pissed off. You know how he plays better on the road than at home because he wants to show all the other 29 teams what they missed out on? Expect big things from Desmond this year. Folks, I think that's going to wrap up tonight's show, Starkey, unless you got anything else.
Not a thing.
Folks, y'all stay classy out there, America. Grizzlies start on Saturday.
Let's go.
Get ready. Let's watch some football. Hold us true to our predictions. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. Starkey, plug the Twitter.
At BDL_podcast. You can follow Jared at JaredX52. Me at Dalton Starkey _.
Folks, y'all have a great week. Be safe out there.
Bye, y'all. Be good.